Okay, hi, I'm Ashtyn Palmer from PEI, and that's really all. I've been a realtor for 7 years, and that's really all. We're just over here in PEI having a great time.
Yeah. So
Except for we got a snowstorm yesterday.
I thought of Ashtyn because I've been watching her videos and I know nothing about even starting the process of doing a video. And I've been admiring her because they're just so cute and she does a great job. And I'm sure your sellers just love them. So to start off, Ashtyn, I just wanted to know, do you script them? Because the one that you were on the phone was so
No.
cool. Do you script it, or is that just coming off your head?
It's just kind of coming off my head. Sometimes before I get there, I'll think about what I want to do.
Yeah.
Like for another one I did, I'll just practice basically like the opening part, like, hi, my name's Ashtyn Palmer and this, and I practice the address like over and over again on my way there so that I don't mess up and say the wrong address, because like it's really annoying to do multiple takes whenever you would have got it right but you said the wrong address.
Yeah.
But like the stuff that I'm doing is I'm not really talking for that amount of like a crazy amount of time, right? Like you don't need to say a ton, you just need to say enough so that like your little bite will get more views because you're in it, right?
Yeah.
So the one that you liked, I think you're talking about the one where I'm in the bathtub.
Yeah. That was so good. That one with the farmhouse that was perfect.
Yeah. So okay, I get in the bathtub a lot. But like, so there's one, basically I just try and find like one thing at the house that I think is cool, and then I'll kind of play off that. If there's nothing, so like for example, there was one where they had a clawfoot tub, and it was kind of like the only cool thing about the house. Like, not that that was the only cool thing, but what else am I going to say? Like, it was a regular house, regular kitchen, everything like that, right? So the clawfoot tub is super cool. Anyway, so I got in the tub and then I pretended that, oh no, I was outside and I introduced the house, and then like most of the time I'll have an idea of what I want to do, and then I'll talk to my videographer about it and just explain my idea. And sometimes he's like, that's not gonna work, so you can't do that. Or like I'll say it, but it's all like, I'm not sure which way we're gonna do this, but this is what I want to do, and then he'll like help me. So I think that's important, having like a good videographer to help you with your videos. Like you can still take like funny TikToks and funny Instagram stuff like by yourself with another agent or someone from your team, but having a videographer that actually knows how to make videos and properly put things together is like how you make it look so good and professional. And yeah, I don't know how to share my screen. I think I'm now
You're the host. Yeah.
I'm the host
Down
now.
at the bottom. Can you see where it says chat, participants, record, reactions?
Yep.
So between chat and record, it should say share screen.
Yeah, I think it's because I'm not in the app. So like I can download it really quick. I'm just using our new computer. I just updated my other computer.
Why don't I go on to your YouTube channel, Ashtyn, while you're talking?
Yeah, and
I
you can share. Okay, yeah. I'll tell you. I'll go into it too, and then I'll just tell you which one I think. So my YouTube, like I don't find it has. Can you still see me while I'm doing this?
Yep.
Where did you go? Okay, we're right here.
The one in the truck is cute too, Ashtyn.
Yeah, the one in the truck is good. That one I thought about, like that one more thought. Like some of them more thought go into them because I need I really need it to be good. So if you go to all my videos, the one in the truck is good. That's a good one because I did like a few different things in the video. And then the one, you could do that one if you want. Okay, let me share my screen. A really good one is the one that's 2268 Trout River Road, and it's me holding a frying pan. That one's really funny, and there's a lot of parts. So like those are better ones. Why am I in a commercial? Oh, okay.
because you're so good.
I'm
Now you
watching.
have ads on your, just let me
watching.
you have ads on your, just let me get through this ad. I should put on, just a second, I'll mute it while the ad goes. Perhaps that's the way I should do
Like,
it.
should I be getting paid for this? Just kidding.
Well, I think you should if you got ads, shouldn't you?
I think everybody has ads.
Yeah.
No, you need to get 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, and you can actually start getting paid.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't really work that hard on my
Here we
YouTube,
go.
more of the Facebook.
Newtown Road in Belfast, Prince Edward Island. There's no need to be chicken here. This property has amazing value.
I think there's another part where I talk. Maybe this is all. You can go to like the end if you want, because this is kind of like
Good.
the goat. This is the goat part, but it's nothing. Like at the end, I'm like feeding a baby goat, but I don't talk. But
Okay.
I just like pick cool things to do. Like,
Yeah.
You're selling a
Go to the
lifestyle.
goat? Do you want me to go to
yeah, this one I just like the price that they
Okay.
wanted. Okay, this is funny.
the-
Current owners are even willing to give you your very own goats.
I love this one.
I didn't wear pants, you know, like it wasn't that. It was hard to hold a goat in a dress, but that one was like I knew what I wanted to do because
Yeah.
the only way someone was gonna pay that price for that house is if they wanted a hobby farm, like for just the
Yeah.
house itself. And someone to just walk around the 4 acres, like it really wasn't worth that high of an amount, but like the dream as one was worth it. Can I
Yeah.
just if you go back to my channel and go to the top and click, oh, that one's really good. You can play
This
that
one? The vacant home?
No, don't play
When question
This
while you
one?
guys are looking for this, when you're creating your YouTube channel, can you post videos of doing a walkthrough so that your clients are the only ones that can see it?
Yeah, you can post
How do you
it
do-
that
so
you can
how do you
be
do that?
private. So I can show you this in a sec. I'll just go to the back end, but basically when you're uploading the video, you pick private, and then instead of whatever it is, public, there's public, private, and only me, I think. And so if you do private, only people that you send the actual link to can see it. So I did have one on here, but I deleted it because I felt like it was taking up too much room. Actually, the real reason is because it was just, I didn't like looking at it because it just wasn't, it was me holding my phone going around for my client and I sent them the link. Anyway, it's gone now, but only they could see it because they had the link. So, and you know what? They didn't even buy it through me and they wasted all my time. So I deleted it.
I don't blame you.
You have to do it through the computer, or can you do it through your phone?
You can do it on your phone, but it's just like if the length of the video is pretty long, it's going to take like, in my opinion, it's much better to just like, if you can email yourself the video, but you can upload straight from your phone. It's just like, if you're doing other things on your phone and you like close it out by mistake or something stupid, then you might have to start over. This one might keep this one for myself. This is a good one.
Okay, let's look at that
I'm
one.
just gonna run really quick and look outside and make sure my dogs are still here.
Okay, let's just put this one on.
I'm Ashtyn Palmer, and this is 12 McRae Drive in East Royalty, Prince Edward Island. Wait, have you guys seen this place? Cut. Hi, honey. Just me here. I just wanted to let you know, found the one. Yeah, the house. Yeah, we're gonna buy it. What? 2 houses. All that, yeah. That's valid, we do. Yeah, we do have a house. But okay, so we're not moving then. Okay. Okay. False alarm, everybody. We're gonna sell it. We're good. Good to go.
And then that's like after this. The tour.
Do you want me to keep going?
No, like there's
Okay.
no. It's sold. You can't buy it anyways. There's no more talking.
It's a pretty house.
Yeah, it was beautiful, and I knew I needed to do something cool because I knew it was gonna have like, when you have a house that's really, really nice, or like just like photographs really well, and you know it's gonna photograph really well, the opportunity for you to have an amazing video there is really good. Like no matter what you do, like you don't even have to do anything special or take longer than like 30 seconds. Like when I first started doing them, like I get like nervous when I'm talking, but now I don't really, unless like sometimes the seller's there and they like want to watch me, and it's just like most of the time they're like, do you want me to just step out? I'm like, can you just go hide in your room or something? I can't have you staring at me while I'm talking trying to get this right, because sometimes you do need to do it a few times, but that's like where it comes down to hiring someone that's really good at videography so that they can be like, okay, that was pretty good. Like most of the time when I get like, I'll start off the video and I'll say, hi, I'm Ashtyn Palmer and this is, and then the address. If the address is weird, like if it's like Route 1331297, like an address that really nobody cares. That sounds stupid, but you know what I mean? Like sometimes there's like Beautiful Hill Lane or whatever, like that's a nice thing to say, but like when it's a bunch of numbers, it just kind of like gets confusing and you can mess it up easier. So like having tricks to be like, hi, I'm Ashtyn Palmer and today I'm at this beautiful 4-bedroom 2-bathroom home in, and then I would say the municipality or the city wherever we're in instead of saying the address, because the address is already going to be there for you at the bottom. You can just put it in. So I guess that's good, but
can I
don't
ask
know,
a question
sure,
about your videographer, and like for each one, do they edit it, they shoot it? Like what kind of charge do you rack up per video, I guess?
So I do everything as one. So like my videographer is also my photographer, so he does all the photography. And then so depending what you want, like I mean you guys, he's in PI, so you're not gonna be able to use him, but it's around like $400 for photos, drone, video. And then if you want, you can add, like say your clients really wanted like Matterport, you know what I mean, where you walk through.
Yeah.
See, like he doesn't actually have the full Matterport, but it's a cheaper version where you can still like it's a smaller one and it looks just like Matterport, but it's cheaper. So I don't know what he charges, like an extra $30 to do that, because it does take a while. He probably should be charging me a little bit more for my videos, but at the same time for him, my videos on his page are getting more views than other people's, and like him advertising my videos gets him more hits. So it's like whatever, and we're friends now, so it's a little different. He charges me the same amount as, same thing if he just went to the house for you and took a video and you were absolutely not even in it and you just want your picture on the video at the bottom saying call me, it's the same price. And getting better at it now where I don't make as many mistakes when I'm talking, but it's hard. Like, it's not easy to talk on camera and you're nervous and hope like everything looks good, but it's worth it to do it because the hits that I get, like, I wish I could share my screen, but I guess if I did that, I don't really want to show everything in here, you know? But if I go to like the back end of my Facebook, so I spend a lot of time and also money on, YouTube like is cool, but I don't really know, I haven't really researched like how to do really well. And I know you need a lot of subscribers before you get to a certain point. Like right now, my videographer has, I think, the second largest or the largest now. He's the largest YouTuber like for real estate in PEI. And maybe one of the largest like YouTubers in general with the most subscribers. But for me, it's like I don't have very many. And sometimes I forget to put the video onto YouTube because I'm so focused on the Facebook side of it. Because I get way more views and I know how to use Facebook ads. Like I know how to
Do you do it all
basically
through command, or do you do it through Facebook itself?
and maybe I'm gonna get in trouble, but I don't do it through command. I don't really understand how to do it properly, and I'm just good at it the way I do it now. So I just go straight into like Facebook to my page, and then like this is probably helpful. So a video is gonna do a lot better than photos or anything, right? And then especially like if you ever do look at my page, you'll see that the even if I don't think this is a problem that I've had to like get over with myself. Like that video in the bottom right corner of my face right there with that blue jumper on where my teeth are like this, like, oh my God, I hate that picture of myself. But if I just put a picture of the kitchen, it's not going to get as many hits. People want to see you. People want to see what you're doing. So it's fine. I try not to look at it. But like you'll see, like if you go to my page, that mostly all of my videos, if I have a speaking part, the video is gonna start on somewhere with my face talking. So for Facebook, you would like I do it all through the front end of Facebook or whatever, and then but you're like when you go to your Facebook page, something will pop up that says bring you to the Meta Business Suite. And that's where you're going to upload your videos. Like you're not just going to, it's not like you're just posting on Facebook like, hello, here's my car. You know what I mean? Like it's not a regular post. You're going into the back end at that point of your Facebook page. And then Facebook actually has a really cool like editing platform, I guess you can say. Like when you go to upload your video in Facebook, you can click upload video or upload an edit video, and then the edit section comes and you can actually choose different clips of your video to be the front of your video. Like YouTube, you can't actually do that unless you're going to like screen cap a part and then upload it.
Ashtyn, can I ask you a question?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sorry, I want to ask you a question relative to that. So I'm trying to get beyond the point of being self-conscious about being on camera, on video. So I'm good about putting content up. I am awful at putting my own face, my own words, voice in front of a camera. So I've got myself a little selfie stick with a tripod, and I got a little stupid light, I got stuff, but I'm still nervous about putting myself out there. When you started doing these, were you always doing it with a videographer, or were you doing it with a selfie stick to start and kind of migrated and evolved into using the videographer? Or have you always used them and it's just a natural progression doing that?
Like before I started doing the actual videos, I would do like my first video that I ever really did was me when I was running around with the goats. Don't play that one. And it's like it was just I didn't have a selfie stick or anything. It was just literally my friend that came with his drone, and we filmed the whole thing and he had like a stick that went with his drone, and he filmed it on his drone, and like that was very like eye-opening to see like and then so all he did was like take the video for me and then sent me all the footage, and that was just so overwhelming for me because I had really never edited that much. Like I was in whatever it's called, Apple Movie Maker or whatever, like editing all these parts together, and it still came out really good. But after that is when I knew like I cannot do that. Like I need a videographer to, like, the money that I'm paying him. First of all, it's a business expense. You should be expensing that for your business anyway. And it's not just about like that one house. Like once the amount of people that now message me and say like, hey, I saw that video, and it's a video I did like 2 or 3 years ago, and I've been watching you ever since, and like I knew that I was going to call you when I wanted to list my house. Like the amount of people that have said that to me is just like, every time it's like, okay, well clearly I'm doing the right thing, right? Whether you have like, I am literally the most self-conscious person ever on camera. I'm like, oh my God, I have a double chin in this one. Oh my God, my hair is not right. Like, and my videographer is a guy, so he doesn't like, now he's more like, I have him more trained up to be like, wow, yeah, your hair is sticking up over there. He knows now what I'm not gonna like, because like before he'd just give it to me and I'd be like, okay, the next video, I wouldn't say anything, but the next time we did a video together, I would say like, I really didn't like how you didn't tell me my hair didn't like look good, or like that angle of me was really bad. Let's make sure that we do it different this time. I think the selfie stick is nice to start, and it's good for like Instagram stories and stuff like that. But a full on like production like this, like there's no, like, he's not bringing lighting or anything else. It's literally just him standing there with a camera on a tripod most of the time, and then me talking for a couple seconds. And it looks way better than just you holding your selfie stick, right? So I think you should just do it. I think the first one that you do, you'll realize like the angles of yourself that you like better. Because especially if you're not holding the camera, it's like, oh, I have 17 chins actually whenever I'm not like this. Yeah. So then you realize like, okay, I want to make this look better. And there's a little bit of like, it's not actually about you. Like you're trying to market this property, and no one else is judging you as hardcore as you're judging yourself. Like I promise, no one cares. It's actually funnier if you have double chins, I think. And like the more, I don't know, what's the word, approachable and like whatever you make yourself to people, where like you're making mistakes or being funny and whatever, you're making yourself like less up on this pedestal of like, oh well, like I couldn't use her, she's probably too expensive or whatever, when we know all realtors are charging the same thing, right? So that's a huge bonus to have somebody like, I know in Halifax and Nova Scotia, like there's a lot more people doing video. Here, when I started, I was basically the only one. So it was, and people were like making fun of me, but whatever. Now they're all going to be retired soon, so they can have fun.
Who's that guy, George, or who's that guy?
Fred, you mean?
Fred? Yes.
Is there a way to, have you figured out if you can share your screen yet for starters? Because I was wondering if there's a way for you to show us the backside of the Meta for Facebook.
Yeah. Okay. I wonder if I can download this while we're together. Let me just try.
Yeah, just double tap your screen and then you should give yourself access.
Zoom. Yeah. Download. Allow. Like this computer's pretty fast, so I should be able to do it pretty quickly, and then I can show you. But what I was getting at whenever I was saying the back end there, it's okay.
So here's the back end of mine. Can you see that?
Yeah, so if you go to create a post,
where is it?
so that big blue button at the top.
Yes.
Yeah, so then you go to, then you're gonna have your video that your videographer has sent you and you've downloaded, and you're gonna click add video.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna not click upload video, but upload video and edit. That gives you way more like options of what you can do. So what I was saying about like YouTube, how my covers are kind of like me talking weirdly, like you don't really know what you're gonna get. And I just try and push it to like what like YouTube actually picks for you like 3 different options, and you just kind of have to use one unless you want to go through the extra work of like screen grabbing and putting your own whatever. But in here, once you have your video uploading, you can go and there's a button that says pick your own frame, still frame to do it to, and it's like you can get it way more precise and nicer. That's why I like Facebook editor better. I will say one thing is for some reason it wasn't working for me for a while on my desktop. I couldn't pick the frame. Like when I went to go click that button, it was like grayed out, but then when I went on my laptop it would work for me. So if that doesn't work, just try a different computer if you can. Because that makes it way better. Because the most important thing, honestly, I think, is having a good like still frame to grab, so that when people are scrolling by, like they say that you have like 3 seconds to catch somebody's attention, basically. So if it's something that looks interesting to them, they're gonna click it. And my stats, like I'll just go to see if I can find.
While you're looking that up, have you ever done voiceover editing with it? Or are you able?
I can, like, so if let's for some reason say, see, I just like being in the video. Oh, sorry.
Yeah, I'm kind of contemplating both, right? Where
yeah, so the video is good for like, let's say you went on a day where it was really shitty outside and you didn't want to do the outside welcoming thing, and you want to do that as a voiceover, then like the videographer went back without you and you're going to voice over the intro or whatever.
Yeah.
So you would do that with your videographer. Like I haven't done it yet, but we've had instances where like, okay, maybe we might just do a voiceover here. So I don't know if he would send me something to record myself, or like if we would just meet and he would record me on his microphone, and then he would like, again, the importance of having someone that actually knows what they're doing, because they can make it seem like it's one seamless thing, as we're like, if we were to do it, we did not go to school for this. Like you can YouTube it, I'm sure, and figure out how to do it, but it's going to look so much more professional and makes like, I know a few people that do a lot of voiceovers, and I think it's because either they couldn't make it the day the videographer was there or whatever. And it still looks good and sounds good. It's nice that they have their voice in it. So I would do both. Like, I'm sure I'll have some opportunity to where I want to do. I'm trying to download Zoom install at the same time. I like voiceover. I just don't really, I just try and bang it out. Like I get there and I'm like, all right, let's do the opening part is really important, saying like where you are, either the bedrooms, something about the house, or the actual address itself, especially if it's in like a really popular spot. Keep.
And does he put the music in for you, Ashtyn? Do you like pick the song and then he puts that in the video?
He picks, like, so it's hard because you can only get so much music for free, right? And so he does pay for a lot of music that he uses, like he has a subscription to something, I'm pretty sure that. So if you go through his YouTube channel, my videographer's Odyssey Virtual, I can like send you guys the link so that you can look at some of his stuff. And if you look, he tries not to use the same music. Like he'll do like 1 and then 5 in between and use the same song on the 6th one. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I think it's just all at the point of like being picky. 1 second. I have to put my puppy in his kennel.
I loved seeing that video on McCrae Drive because I grew up 2 houses down from that house.
Oh yeah.
And that was not what it looked like when I grew up. It was the outside's the exact same.
Okay,
very same. But it was so fun walking through that. Sorry, Ashtyn, I was just saying it was fun for me looking at the McCrae Drive one because I spent so much time growing up in that house and going to visit them.
Oh yeah, you're the one who messaged me.
Yeah.
That was so weird. That house, 2 people, you messaged me that, and then someone I went to school with said they used to live there, or their stepsister lived there, and like they half grew up there too. And I was like, weird, there's a lot of connections.
Funny. That is so funny. Yeah, it was really fun seeing what they did to the inside of it.
Oh, it was gorgeous. Like that's what I mean by when you have a house, like I do videos for pretty much every house. Like I'm going to list one today where I didn't do a video just because it's a little 2-bedroom bungalow. There's nothing super special about it, and I know it's going to sell. So like like the video wouldn't have had as much, like the point of really doing a video is like so people can understand the space, understand, like focus on some cool stuff. And like if it's in a higher price range where you think it might be a bit like harder to sell, you're not sure, then it's like you need to do a video for sure. But if it's just like, in my opinion, I'm still doing professional photography for every single listing. Like it doesn't matter how much the house is to me at this point. It's like pictures are like $200 and some real, like to get full professional photos. And even like, I know this doesn't really have anything to do with video, but like if it's a shitty day outside where there's no sun, like I'll have him Photoshop the sky or like make a sunset or something just so that it looks cool when people are passing by, so it doesn't look so like
drab.
Because people do notice that. Like I've had people reach out and be like, how come your pictures are always so much better than everyone else's? Even people that use like, even there's tons of other agents that use my videographer. Like he's the #1 in PEI. Like everyone uses him, but like you have to try and stand out, right? So like I spend more time going through the pictures and planning which ones I like the best. And then also I started using virtual staging, like not all through the house because I don't want it to look like super fake, but like if they don't have that much furniture or like it's just not really that catching, like I'll have him add like a bookshelf or like some throw pillows or whatever, and he has the ability to do that now. And most of them do. Like really it's just this site that you can go on and pay someone online to put stuff in your pictures. Like it's not hard. You don't even do it yourself. So I'm having him do it, and he's obviously charging me a bit more than he's getting it for, but like to me, I don't care.
Yeah.
It's better for me that way. Then I can spend my time on actually going out and getting listings, which is what I'm actually good at, as opposed to like sitting at my computer trying to edit these photos. And the video, like the first time I ever tried to edit my own video was like this videographer, Mike, that I use had messaged me a few times. And then specifically after I put that first one on, I think some people messaged him and asked him if he did that video. And he was probably super offended because it wasn't that good. Like it was fine. And it was 10 million times. It was the best one going at the time. You know what I mean? But like now I look back and I'm like, oh, this is blurry. Like, what is this? Whatever. But he reached out to me after that and was like, we should be working together. Like, you're really good at this, but it could be a lot better. Like, here's what I charge. And then he did keep on me. Like, I didn't have that many huge big listings that I thought needed video at the time. But then like a couple weeks later, I got a waterfront home where I knew I needed video for, because they called me and said, like, we saw the goat video.
Yeah.
And we really want, like, we need something like that. We were listed for the last like 7 months with another realtor who didn't even take his own photos. Like, not meaning he sent a photographer out. He didn't even go. He just asked them for photos that they had because it was winter and he wanted summer photos. So on his listing, it was terrible, guys. Terrible. Like, it should be, I should have made a video. Like, I knew the agent and he's a really nice guy, so I didn't want to offend him in any way. And I know his kids and stuff, so it's just awkward. But like, if I didn't know him, I could have made a hilarious video, like showing the listing before versus after, using someone that actually does professional marketing. Like, and the house sold within like a month.
Yeah.
But that was the one where I went down the slide at the end of the video and like went into the water and stuff. Anyways, that was a good one. That was a really fun one. But I'm working up, like, this is the thing I would say for like people that are thinking about doing it, but you're nervous about being on camera, or like you don't really know what to say. Like, literally just start with the bare minimum of like saying the address and introducing the house. And then if you feel comfortable to do one more scene like throughout somewhere to show something else off. And it doesn't have to be funny. Like, that's not everybody's shtick, or like not even funny, but just like what is it like? Mine are honestly like embarrassing. Like a lot of people wouldn't do it because they're like, that is so embarrassing for her that she's like doing this, but it's funny because I'm embarrassing myself, right? So then I know other agents that don't do really like theirs are a lot more, they're more professional about it and really just only talk about the house. Like they don't do like mention anything funny or anything, and their videos still get lots of views. Like as long as you look good, and by that I don't mean like you have to be like the most gorgeous person in the world. I just mean like you're dressed nice, you look professional, like this is your brand. Sorry, this is so annoying, this light on my face.
Yours are just really memorable, Ashtyn.
I have a
That's
question.
what I'm trying to do. Okay, go.
Just about like Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, tying it all together when you're making your posts. Are you just doing like posting it on Instagram and then linking it all together, or do you do separate posts, Instagram for Facebook? What kind of hashtags do you prefer? When do you find you get the most engagement with your posts, on what platforms? If that's
So I personally like Facebook the best, but that's because like I have a little sister, she's 22, and she like hates Facebook, never uses Facebook, like thinks that it's embarrassing to be on Facebook. But my clientele in PEI, like we have an aging population and they love Facebook. Like they're on Facebook all the time, right? They don't know how to use it, but they're going to see my videos because I'm specifically boosting my videos. Like that's another thing. I'll do it separately, I guess, to answer your question. I haven't like, I know there's something you can use to do like a different site that will load it to everything you have.
Command.
Yeah, but
Did you say command?
yeah,
I don't think Command does Instagram though.
Yeah, the Instagram is what I mean. Like the Instagram section is hard because your video is a completely different shape. Like I have to go in, and my last one didn't work because it was a little too long. So that's something I'm working on. Like I'm gonna try and make myself, I can do reels with my videos. Like I can just crop parts of my video and then make a reel, because a reel is only like 30 seconds or something. It's not very long, but there's still IGTV where a bunch of my videos I have uploaded, and it takes a long time. Like it takes forever. But I'll go on like a browser on a computer and log into Instagram, and that's how I upload my video.
So
Yeah.
Ashtyn, here on my back, this place here,
Yeah.
I could click my Instagram. So technically, if I put in a video, it would go to both places.
Yeah, I'm just not sure. Like I haven't used this side of it, and I think it's because one time I did, and the video was just like not the right shape.
Yeah.
It was cropping me out wrong. So sorry. I have a really annoying dog.
Mhm.
He knows I'm doing this and can't pay attention, so he's eating things. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, I'll actually try this next time I have a video, and I'll let you guys know how it works, because they are fixing it all the time to make it better.
Yeah.
And the thing with Instagram is like I'm picky about what I have on my feed, like how the pictures go together. So like I would want a different like still for Instagram than I would want for Facebook. And that was my issue with like the still I would pick for Facebook was way too wide, and then I'd put it on Instagram and it would look like just ridiculous, like so stupid. But yeah, the Instagram part is I'm still working on that.
So
I think
It's about hashtags and stuff like that. Like, do you like how do you use them? Do you post them in the comments? Do you post them like, are you tagging location? Like, what do you find works best in that sense?
I always tag Prince Edward Island, like in my location there. Like no matter where I am, it doesn't matter. Even if I'm in like Charlottetown instead, I want all of Prince Edward Island. And I don't, to be honest, I didn't even know until like a couple of years ago that the stuff I was doing was even working, until that article came out with like the top social media people per province, and I was number one. And I was like, I don't understand how I'm number one. Like I'm not even doing that good. Like I thought I'm not even doing that good. And then I went through and checked everybody that was on the list, and I actually did have like the highest stuff, but then you can't see their back end, right? So you don't actually know, like, but then I was like, okay, what I'm doing is clearly working. So I kept doing the same thing, and I got it last year, and then hopefully I'll get it this year again. But there's more people, like, there's people cluing into what I'm doing and taking my hashtags and making their posts look exactly like mine now. So it's like shit, but whatever. So I put the hashtags right in your text. And you can go on my Facebook page and just kind of like look, because you can see them. But it's like, on Instagram, when you click a post and then you click like, you can see the first little sentence, but then you have to click read more to go down.
Mm-hmm.
I'll put like the little bullets.
Right.
Like, that's how you do it, so that people can't see your hashtags right away unless they open it. Because like I don't know, and this is just maybe like me, but like back in like when Instagram first started, it was embarrassing to use like a shitload of hashtags, like, oh, you're trying to get like Instagram famous.
For
But
sure.
like really the hashtags I'm using is like anything, like I'll do PEI, Prince Edward Island, Summerside, Charlottetown. I'll hashtag like, if I'm in a different spot, but PEI is so small and we have so many tiny communities that doesn't usually work. But then I'll do like, if it's a new construction, I'll do new construction, my home, like really just like half of them I found from just like being on Instagram and like putting a hashtag and then typing in like home or like decor. And I'll do like as many as I can. There's a rule for Instagram, you can only have like 25 or something. But then I just have them all in my notes, and I'll just copy paste the whole like block of hashtags. And then like if it's a bungalow and I accidentally have a hashtag farmhouse in there, I just take that one out and change it to like maybe nothing. I just delete the ones that don't make sense.
So I misunderstood Jillian's question, but I know some people that will put the hashtags within the actual write-up versus putting them at the bottom. Which one do you feel works better?
The bottom. I'll do, the only time I put it in the hashtag is if like maybe one, like where I'm like, oh, this property is now hashtag sold, right? But then I finish my little write-up, and then I'll put the bulletins and add like a full-on paragraph of hashtags that I think go with this, because the more you cater your hashtags towards that actual thing, the better it'll do, right? Because then the people looking at it probably like that stuff, and then you're getting into the whatever hashtag you put. Like if it's a super boho looking house, whatever, you're gonna hashtag boho home decor, whatever. That's more for Instagram, I find. Facebook is a little bit different with hashtags, where like you can actually like get really, like you can target people really well on Facebook, which is a little scary probably for some people. That's why I get so much hate, I think. Because like they know that I like, all I'm doing is boosting my ads towards, like, I'll take out, okay, let's say the house is like $500,000 or whatever price range it is, but it's waterfront. Okay. Then my hashtags are going to change. Like my hashtags are going to be like boating, boats, marina, like vacation, golf. Like I'm really trying to market this towards like rich people that like boats and golf, like, cause I know there's a golf course near it. And then within this, where Vicky is now, I don't know where exactly it is. So after, like, let's say you had a post and it's when you're boosting a post. So when you're gonna get ready to go in and boost a post, you can scroll down, and there's like, I don't even know what it's called, like targeting, I think. And so instead of just the location of the person, you can actually put in like real estate, like Zillow, realtor.com, because it's like doing it from the US, because Facebook's in the US or whatever. But it still works for here, because anyone that's searching for real estate online, like that's basically who you're targeting. And I don't know, that works really good too.
How much are you paying for your, so if I was to do a Facebook post, I know you don't use Command or whatever, or even Facebook, I think they just give you like, hey, we recommend $30 for 10 days. What are you doing for your post? What's your, on an average, every time you post a post?
average like between 25 and 30 bucks for 14 days. Like some of them I'll do the minimum amount I can, but it also depends on the video. I'll spend a little bit more because I know that it's going to work better. But if it's just like, like a little, like the photos of a house, like a listing on Facebook kind of thing, where you have the link at the bottom to go to your realtor.ca or whatever, then whatever. I don't spend a ton because I don't really see that good of results off it. I'm sure if I spent $200, I'd get more views, but like, is that even the views I want? I don't know. I know there's people that spend more. For videos, sometimes I'll spend $100 for 14 days or $50, or I don't know. I've spent a little bit more. Like I've spent $200 before just to see what it is, because at the end of the year, you're going to print out your Facebook ads and you're going to claim them on your taxes. It's marketing. Like it's the same thing as you going out and buying whatever, like an ad in the newspaper. You know what I mean? Like, or sponsoring a golf tournament or whatever. Like, first of all, I don't golf. I think golf is stupid, and like that's fine if you like golf, but like they call you and they're like, hey, for $500, do you want to be on the golf card? And I'm like, absolutely not. First of all, I'm not going to be at the golf course because I don't golf. So right there, you just lost me as your client. If you golf a lot and you're going to be there talking to people, then it's super cool for your name to be on the card. But if you're not doing that, like Facebook is where all your money should be being spent on ads. Like your face doesn't need to be under my dinner plate at the local restaurant, like for me to spill gravy on. Like I would rather be on Facebook. Right? Do you know what I mean? Like it's
Absolutely.
I don't understand why there's still people on them. Like I get it that the older generation, maybe they did really like go for dinner and say, oh honey, this guy has an automotive shop, we should use him. But
I had a thing with an Instagram post for like trying to target it and the audience, but like make it specific for home buying or whatever. And every time I try to do it through Instagram, and I don't know if you've had this issue or not, it'll come out like it'll say it's pending because it's a targeted audience or something.
So I would do that through So what I meant earlier doing separately was when I do videos, because I just found that the video wasn't integrating the same on all the platforms. But when I'm doing a post, like for example, I have a post on right now that is looking for houses in Montague. It's on Facebook and I have it boosted. Like I actually went and like condensed my boost towards like people in Montague to see if it would work better than just doing the whole island. But anyways, that's besides the point. So on here, I would like, instead of being in the video view that we're in now, the post one's a little bit different, but I always check run on Instagram too, because it'll resize.
Sorry, I gotta mute.
That's okay. It'll resize and fit Instagram, but I would rather boost it on Facebook and then it sends it to Instagram anyway. And I've had way better luck with that. Like if I go through my Instagram notifications right now, like the first 30 are just people that have liked my post about Montague, and it went straight from Facebook to there, and it works every time. Like it doesn't tell me it's pending or anything like that. It just works. So I would do it through Facebook for sure.
Thank you. Another question I had was that as far as like cohesion through your social media and your posts, do you like, subscribe to that kind of mentality, or are you just like whatever, whenever?
I'll mix it up. Like I think what you're asking is like, I wouldn't do like 3 pictures of myself and then like, I like for it to look different. Like I want it to be like me, maybe a listing that I have, and then like something cool, like whether it's like, or like something personal to me where, because you're trying to sell yourself really here, like your own brand, right? Where people want to follow you and watch what you're doing. And the more they follow you and like you and know, like, and trust you, they will use you as their realtor, right? So you don't want it to be all real estate. You don't want it to be all yourself, just like pictures of you. Who really cares, right? I kind of do like, if I have a nice cool outfit on that day, I'll do like a picture of me and then a couple like, and I don't post on Instagram every day. I know I should, like the more you post, the better you'll do, but it's just kind of like, gets to a point where like, at what point am I supposed to be selling real estate right now? Like, you know, instead of being an Instagram influencer, which would be nice, but like, that's not what I am. Like I'll do then something personal, then like either a picture of a house I currently have listed, or like I kind of have a thing where I do like Pinterest, like not Pinterest, but like I love homes. Like I'm obsessed with interior design. Like I have a really huge Pinterest board. So like I'll go and find like a house that I really like, and then I'll post that picture like of the dining room or kitchen or bathroom, and I'll say like, wow, I love this bathroom. Like, what do you guys think of this countertop? Like, would you do this kind of countertop in your house? And I make sure that kind of like goes with my feed, that like that line of 3.
Right.
But it's okay if you have like, if the only thing you have to post is like you again the next day, that's okay. But like, you do want to mix it up, and you want to have stuff like personal things too, where like people feel like they do know you, like picture of your dog doing something, or
Right. And I mean, like, as far as cohesion, I mean, like, I see a lot of posts that are like, they're all the same color. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I used to do that, and it got too hard. Like, because
Right.
like I started liking like more natural color schemes. And like I got more into photography, and like I just found like I used to use the Jillian Harris presets, which and on all my pictures. Like if you scroll back through my Instagram to like 2 years ago or more, all those pictures are like baby blue tint and like whiter, like way whiter. The brightness is way down, whatever it is, right? Like I used those presets on everything, which does look cool, but then it got to the point where it was actually ruining my photos. Like they wouldn't look good anymore, so I stopped doing it, and now I just like try and do, I don't know, I actually edit my photos myself. Like I'll go into Lightroom and I'll adjust it to where I think it looks good. And if you're worried, like you think your feed kind of looks like just messy and all over the place, there's an app that I used to use. I don't as much anymore. I don't know, maybe I deleted it or something, but it's called Grid. And so you log into your Instagram account through this, and it shows you your Instagram grid, and you can post your photo and make sure that it like looks good before you post it on actual Instagram. Which I really liked for a while. And to be honest, I don't even know why I stopped using it. Maybe my phone runs out of storage a lot, so it just deletes things.
Okay.
Yeah, that's kind of, I don't know. Instagram's hard. Like I don't even have a lot of followers or anything on Instagram. And I'm like, do people that have a lot of Instagram followers, like, did they buy them all? Because I don't even have 3,000, and it seems like such a battle to even keep.
It's
like
a chore sometimes.
Yeah, and it's like sometimes I just don't even care anymore.
Yeah.
But
Do you ever do like giveaways, contests, like collab sort of things?
Yeah, the best giveaway I ever did, I got like 200 followers out of it. But then it's like most of them are gonna go unfollow you after. Like not all of them did, and like I'll kind of so this is from a younger generation standpoint, where like my sister told me this. If you're doing a giveaway, like a lot of people on Instagram, it's like in their mentality that if you don't follow them back, they're gonna unfollow you, because it's about like their numbers. Like they don't want to have, if you follow more people than follow you, like that's embarrassing. It's not embarrassing for me, but like that's embarrassing to that generation, which was like, you know, the babies of Instagram. So none of them, like if you do a giveaway on Instagram and you see there's like 6 people that followed you, I will literally go to all those people's Instagram and look to see if they're following more than follow them. I don't need to follow them back because they're never going to notice. Okay. But if they're not, I follow them back right away, because that's what they're looking for. Like if I don't follow them back, they're going to know, and they're going to go and follow me later. So that helped me a bit with like the retention of followers, because I wasn't following anybody back, and then I'd lose them all. And I was like, what is happening? I don't even want to see Patricia's cat, but like, whatever. Now I do. And you can not unfollow, but you can
mute them.
Yeah, you can mute people. I do that all the time.
Yeah.
But what else? The giveaways I find are way like, I try and do giveaways on Facebook and Instagram, and it just gets so messy if you do it on both platforms. It's so hard to pick a winner. But most of the time there is a lot. that do
Sorry,
both.
just do you centralize them to like PEI based giveaways, or will you make it so like if you have followers throughout?
Yeah, like so I'm really focusing on like people, because like if someone owns a home in Prince Edward Island, even if it's a summer home, most of my giveaways I'm probably doing in the summer or like for a holiday. They're
Right.
probably here, or they know someone here that they can give this to, like whether it's a gift card to a restaurant, and you want it to be local. Like you want to be giving away things that are helping your community, not just like, I don't even know what you like. Don't give away a Visa card for $100. You know what I mean? Like that's what I mean. When people post a giveaway and they're like, "Oh, we're gonna give away this $50 Visa card." Well, this is gonna sound so stupid, but like to me, it's not even worth resharing that onto my Facebook, because I'm not even gonna use it, and then people are gonna be like, "Oh, she really needs that $50." Like, you know what I mean? So it's not a high enough number for me to
For
even
sure.
enter your giveaway. But if you're giving away like a $300 stay at a really nice hotel that's around here, or like
Spa
wherever
day.
it is, then yeah, spa day or whatever, it's like, wow, that's something that I probably wouldn't buy for myself. A lot of people wouldn't or can't afford to, so it's worth it for them to enter.
Right.
And yeah, always local. Like Facebook does have a lot of rules for giveaways. Like I was talking to someone that said that they weren't allowed to do giveaways on Facebook or something. They got notifications for it, but for me it always works. Like I'll just post like giveaway at the top and then a little write up about what I'm giving away, whether it's like for example, last summer I did like a $200 gift card to a brewery here, which would have been like a nice dinner at the brewery, drinks, whatever. And I went, it's my friend's brewery, so I went, and like that's another thing when you're doing a giveaway, you don't want it to just be like a picture of the gift card, which is fine, but again, like you want your face. So if you're doing a giveaway, like maybe people don't think about this, but like everyone's now sharing this giveaway, right? Why isn't your face in there? No one knows, like, yeah, they can see your page, but like I went and was holding like
That's a really good tip.
the beer in my hands, and I was like this in front of the brewery, and then I used that picture as my giveaway, and then like my page, share this post. So then everyone was sharing my face all over Facebook. I got like 500 shares.
Good
So like
call.
yeah, giveaways are great. I love giveaways. The only thing is like then picking a winner, because you have to, like, I was paying for this giveaway picker thing and then it was not working properly. Like still a lot of stuff I don't understand, but
Yeah, I've never actually seen a giveaway on Facebook. Is it the same sort of like context as a giveaway on Instagram?
Yeah, like on Instagram, it's hard. Like I would rather do 2 separate giveaways, one on Instagram and then one on Facebook, because a lot of like the platforms are so different, and that most of the people on Facebook have they're like retired, you know what I mean? Like they don't know what Instagram, they have no idea how to use it. And that's a big following of mine, is like that generation that's always on Facebook and doesn't know how to use Instagram. So like they almost just need their own complete thing. And then Instagram is more towards like the younger crowd that like, you know, brewery would be great for them. Or like, I think the best one that I saw recently was like a 2-night stay in like the domes or whatever with hot tubs. And oh, they had so many shares. They had like 1,200 shares on it. And I know another realtor here who started a new Instagram page for him and his brother, because they started calling themselves the PEI property guys or something. And they had 2,500 followers within like 4 days, and they started their Instagram and did giveaways. And like he went to university, and I think he did take marketing. Me, I didn't go anywhere. And so he knows like what he's doing. All his stuff always looks good. So that's another thing. Like you can go look at, I'm sorry, my dog's chewing his toy. You can go look at other realtors' social media that are like, you like what they're doing, and like, not to say that you're going to copy exactly what they're doing, but you're allowed to take ideas from other people and make them your own thing. Like
it's inspiration. Yeah.
Yeah, you're using them as inspiration. Like you're not gonna I wouldn't take their exact giveaway and like copy and paste and do the same thing, but like, okay, we know that the hotel thing worked really well, or like camping, or like a big one here is CBMF. Like new realtors, I find, like, I don't know who's telling them to do this, but they'll buy tickets to CBMF and, like, for a night and give them away, and they have a shit ton of shares because they're sold out.
CBMF.
Country music festival in Cavendish. It's
Oh,
huge.
cool.
Yeah,
Okay.
so like they'll do that where I know the tickets are sold out, so like everyone's trying to get their hands on to go to Luke Combs, and the tickets are sold out, and this one realtor's giving them away. Even some of my clients are sharing it, which they're never going to use this guy, and I'm just like, damn it. I wish I had these tickets. Like, stop sharing this guy's post, but they're not. The tickets are like $300. Like,
Yeah.
so
I got
that
a
was
couple
really-
tickets.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well,
So what do you do when you're starting off and you don't have $300 to give away?
Mhm.
so I don't think you need to do a giveaway. And you can partner with a business too. Like, I don't know, like if you have a friend that owns a craft store or something like that, like the thing is, the higher the amount of money given away is your giveaway will do better. That's just how it is. Like, it's annoying. And so if you don't have the money, like I probably just would not do the giveaway yet. To be honest, like if it's not more than $100, your giveaway is just not going to do that good. And I don't know that. And depending what it is too, like what I mean by like the $50 Visa card, it's just kind of like your own people that follow you are definitely going to share it and try and win this Visa card, but they're probably your clients already anyways. Like your giveaway is not going to reach that far.
I
Something you
did,
can do-
I did one, Ashton, for like here, it's the Micmac Bar and Grill. Everybody likes Micmac. So when
Yeah.
I first about 3 years ago, I did just a $50 for the Micmac, but that'll buy you 2 meals, right?
Yeah,
Put it
yeah.
on the neighborhood group, Facebook
Mhm.
group, and everybody,
Everybody did it. Yeah.
yeah,
See,
because everybody
now,
wants
like-
to go for, yeah,
Now, like $50
is
for
nothing.
a meal, like you can't even get 2 people really. So
Yeah.
like it has to be a little higher, you know, it's inflation. But I'm trying to think of like something else you could do. Like, I think the main thing is you're trying to create a presence. So like maybe a giveaway right off the bat isn't really something that's that important for you to do. But like, I know other people, and like there's, what's his name? Andrew Stevens in Halifax. He does the market updates like every week, and his are really good. And like, that's not even that hard to do. Like, you don't need a super fancy camera. Like, I mean, he's been doing it for a while and has the money now to invest in more high tech equipment, but the market stats come to your email every month. Like, there's no reason you can't do it. And then just like you can be the person that every week they see like doing the mark, or every month, right? I guess, or I don't know how often you guys get your stats. Ours are once a month, but you could do weekly. You can pull your own stats, and also like tips for selling your house, tips for staging your house. And partnering with a business is a really good way to do a giveaway. Like, I don't know, my friends have like a furniture store, and still like this isn't, you're gonna be like, okay, that's still a lot of money. But I did like $250, and I asked, like, I was like, I want to do a giveaway. What if we both gave $250 and we gave away a $500 shopping spree? Because this is now a write-off for both of us because we used it for marketing for our businesses, and they're going to get client. And so I made it so that they have to follow this business and me. Okay. And we both got followers out of it. And, you know, we could have just did 50 each, and then it's 100, right? And they're going to get followers too. So it works well for both people. That's a good idea, I guess.
And Dennis, you could also go to different coffee shops and just post that you're in different coffee shops working, like little local
Oh
ones,
yeah.
right?
Like,
And then hashtag them and connect them, and right. So ways that you can just work from there.
yeah, and just make sure that, like, I know it seems stupid, and like a lot of the times, like, if you got ready and you're looking good today, like, just take a picture of yourself. Like, come on, right? Like, because it's like, if you're out and like you have your blazer on and whatever, and you're doing something, I know it's awkward to like ask someone to take your picture, but you can set up your I used to literally, if I was showing a house with a nice front door, this is so embarrassing. I would literally find somewhere to set up my camera, like near, like in a bush, like I don't care, and put it on self timer, and I'd stand in front of the door, and then like that would be like my next post, and I would say like, so excited, like doing some showings today, whatever. So it can be you in the coffee shop. It can be a selfie holding your coffee and being like, I rate this coffee shop 10 out of 10, loved it. Their pastries were so good. Have you tried? Like, the thing about is like you need a call to action on your post where like you want people to reply to you, which still doesn't happen for me all the time, but I still try and I ask the question, and then a few people will answer you. And the more people that comment, the higher your post gets, and the more people see your post.
I happened to do one time at an open house. So I did a selfie and I'm at this open house and,
Yeah.
all that shit. And then my mother goes and puts, "Dear, you look tired. You have dark circles." So everybody,
I'm surprised my mom isn't in here.
you look
today.
good. You look great. You're working hard. So that was the most engaged post because my mother
Yeah.
had to criticize my face.
You just call your mom and ask them to go criticize you on your Facebook
Yeah.
post, and then you will get more. And like the funnier stuff, like, in the spring, how all the roads are shitty, like it can be a picture of you with your truck covered in mud or your car covered in mud, like just something, so that, because then people honestly feel like they know you. Like me and mom will, and this is, again, maybe this is like, if you don't drink, then you could get something else. But like, so if we have an hour between appointments, our new thing that we'll do, like, and it's not even new, we've been doing this for a while because we did it one day and we got 2 clients. We had an hour between appointments, and so we went to this brewery in Borden, and one of our clients was literally there, and he was sitting with another table, and then they were like, "Oh, we know who you guys are. We see all your stuff all the time." And it's like, you going out to places in your community and like being seen there and talking to people is a huge thing. Like, and then a couple of years ago we went, and we didn't even have very long. We just went to eat at this little spot in Summerside, and we got 2 people, we knew them through other people, and we said, "Oh, hi, how are you?" And mom is like, she's so embarrassing, but like she asks everyone she sees, she'll be like, "So how have you been doing lately?" Whatever, and she'll start talking to them, and she'll be like, "So do you know anyone who's going to be selling any real estate anytime soon?" And I'm like, "Mom, this is embarrassing. They didn't even like say hello yet, and you're already." And then and most of the time, like they'll be like, "Well," like honestly, more than 50% of the time, I'm surprised because the person is like, "To be honest, we've been thinking about selling our cottage or like our house." And then mom's like, "Oh, well, I mean, give us a call. Like, and they're like, "Oh yeah, I see Ashtyn stuff all the time." She's like, "Well, you see her stuff? Like, what's your name?" Like to their partner, whoever they're with, like, because also she came up in real estate in a different time too, where you didn't have social media. So like you had to network in town. Like you had to go do everything if you wanted to be seen, right? Now it's easier.
Couple questions.
Sure.
For KW itself, when you're doing your videos, what are the rules that we have to follow for doing the videos through YouTube or whatever? That's question 1. Question 2 is when you are doing a giveaway, and then you ask them to like and subscribe or like and share or whatever it is there a way to actually keep track of that without having to go through and see if they did both? Like,
there's a contest like picker. So you'll go and like just go on Google and type in contest picker. And then you can set, like, there's different ones, and I'm not that 100% good at it yet because I'm to the point where like I'll actually, it'll pick someone for you, okay? And then usually what I do, if it's on Facebook, I'll go to their Facebook and make sure I see my post there. But if they're private, it's like, well, they probably shared it. You know what I mean? Like you kind of just have to do it. But most of the time the picker will only, you can put in your rules from your contest, like, and it has different categories, like this person liked it, this person liked and shared it, whatever. So that's how most people are doing it. But I don't know, my dog is doing bad things. And then for the rules, like it's different in PEI, and Nova Scotia is a lot different. Like Nova Scotia has way more rules and way more people like tattletaling on you for like doing the smallest thing wrong. But I see a lot of people's videos in Nova Scotia, so I assume that you need to have the same things. Like you need to have just like a post, like you need to have your brokerage in there, right? Like I'm assuming you have to say this is with Keller Williams Select, and today we're at this place, which also gives you more like length of what you're saying. So that's good, right? And I don't really know, like we put the logo in our videos. Like my videographer just got us to send him our logos and he adds them in himself. But like just on like posting pictures of a house, like there's not really anywhere, you're not going to put your logo on every picture, like it's just drawing from realtor.ca most of the time, right? But my page is like Ashtyn at Keller Williams or whatever, so you'll have to check and make sure. But for you guys, it would probably be beneficial to go and see like creep some other realtors that you know are doing a lot of video stuff and just see what they're doing, because the rules there are insane.
Yeah. Andrew Stevens is a good one to look at. He's been doing them for a while, but about the same time as you, Ashtyn, I think. I used to work with Andrew.
Yeah,
Yeah.
My friend just moved back to PEI and she used him to sell her house like a couple years ago, and they really liked him. And she follows him. She still follows all his stuff and like watches his updates and stuff.
Yeah.
So
he's good. Yeah.
There's a lot more people like what it took me a while to realize. Like I was kind of like, oh, I only got 50 likes on this, or only it got 10 likes or like 3 likes or whatever. But there's so many more people watching you than you think, like a lot more. And I'm like, when someone says like, oh, I saw that, it's like, I know you didn't like that. So you just scrolled on by, didn't you? But that's fine, because they know they saw it, and they're gonna call me to sell their house because they're like, oh, no one else. I think it's just important to find like something that you can do that's like, oh, that's whoever that is, they always do this or they always do this. And I think like, even this is so stupid, but it's like there's realtors here that every single house they list, they have this fruit bowl with wooden fruit, and they put it in every house. And like, I don't know if everyone realizes this, but it's just funny that they do it every time. And like in every picture of every house, there's this fruit bowl with wooden fruit. And like at some point, they're going to have a really funny post about like how they put this fruit bowl in like 300 houses, right? Which is probably going to get a lot of likes. Like, I don't even know. That's just a really dumb one. That's like,
yeah,
something funny, but I think
That's
it's
unique,
important
though.
to just watch a lot of video, like go and watch a lot of real estate videos, and even like YouTube, just like type in YouTube funny realtor videos, whatever, and you'll get a lot of ideas. I'm in a Facebook group too. I can Jessie Yerksa in Fredericton is really good with her videos, and she added me to this Facebook group. It's called like Facebook TV or something, where a bunch of realtors all over Canada, and I think maybe the US too, post their videos that they do for each other to see. And like some of them will like do the same videos of like, they'll comment and be like, hey, do you mind if I like take this idea? Like Jessie had one where like it's on my YouTube, I did it too, where it was a vacant house, there was nothing in it, and it was like how to market a vacant house. And like I pretended there was furniture and I fell. Like I pretended I was gonna sit down, but then I fell because there's nothing there, which was funny. And like people like seeing people get hurt. So, and I did get hurt. Don't do that video the way I did it. But because I saw she did it, and it was so funny. And I was like, I have a vacant house coming up. Like, would you care if I did a similar video? And she's like, no, girl, that's not even my idea. Like I got that from another girl in this Facebook group. I'll add you. And I asked her if I could do it. And like, it's totally fine. It's not. Anyway, that's just like, there's all kinds of like, people are so creative. I just love watching the videos.
I think I'm going to start
That's my biggest issue.
in my marketing, because he's pretty cute.
He's so
Yeah,
cute.
That's the way, Vicky. That is the way. All of your houses, that guy.
You
And-
should, yeah.
I'll take little Kenny Rogers with me here.
Oh my gosh,
Fluff.
1 second.
The fluff. I think that's like something I need to just being random of posts and like not think, like
Yeah.
Vicky tells me all the time, I overthink.
Yes.
I suffer from the same issue, Jill. I
Yeah.
do. I suffer from the exact same thing. I'm trying so hard to get it to be so good. And I think I literally talk myself out of it. I'm like, nobody's going to want to see this. Like,
Yeah.
this is not any kind of anything, but I watch the most inane things.
Yeah.
So
I think
who do I
the,
think
the
my
major
audience
thing
is?
is being relatable. Like that's what I find about Ashtyn's videos is they're relatable, and she looks friendly and fun. And if I was out there picking a realtor, I'm going to pick somebody that I can have a drink with, not somebody that maybe intimidates me because they you know what I mean? Like, so some people just feel like, oh, they're too fancy for me. You know what I mean?
And that's a good thing about, like, you have to, like, I did a few trainings on this, and like I used to read a lot of personal development books. Like, I don't know why I just stopped. I've been just busy, I guess. But the biggest thing was like finding your own niche of people that, like, not, like everyone that's been a realtor for a while knows, like, when you get that one client that you just don't vibe with at all, like why did you even call me? I don't understand. Or like, and it's like they see your videos and they're like, okay, that's not really what we want. It's like, well, then why did you call me? At the end of the day, yeah, I do want to sell your house, but like, the more you do stuff that's like more you, and like my thing is like the funny, stupid stuff. Like, it's just hilarious. Like, it's funny and people love it. And like the people that end up calling me, like, we always end up most of the time, like, having a lot of fun while we did the deal. And like, we do go have a drink together, or I go to their house and like bring a bottle of champagne and we'll all cheers. And like, it's just like, we're all friends now, because like we would have been friends, and the reason they found me is because I like did relate to them, so you get less, like, you kind of find your people and your people find you. And then the people that are just dicks, like, in my opinion, like, I've had a lot to deal with, and like you're just not on the same page at all. Like, they just kind of stop calling because they see your stuff and they're like, oh, she's stupid, right? Like, I don't want to use her. But then the people that you do want, just start randomly call. Like, you will get the clients that you're trying to get by doing this. So it's working out great.
That's good. Well, I guess it's getting late, but this was great, Ashtyn.
Yeah. Well, I didn't really know what I was going to talk about. So hopefully this helps somebody. And like, I can send you guys a group for the videos on Facebook. Like, I'll send you the link, and then you can try and join it, or maybe I can accept you. And then there was something else. I'm not sure what it was, but I'll think about it. But yeah. You can always message me. Please follow me on Instagram, guys.
We will.
Okay. Vicky, you're my #1 fan already. So
I know.
You probably have a notification that says top fan. Like, do you want to do
Yes. Yeah.
Thank you for answering all the questions I had.
No, this is really great.
You're welcome. Yeah, you can just like, if you think of anything else, just message me and I'll follow all you guys back. Oh, Plan is another good app for that. Megan, are you still in here? Megan is the one who should have been doing this social media thing, because she's so good at it. Like, hopefully you guys are all following her on Instagram. Her Instagram is just so interesting, and like, God, it's like she's literally on something. I don't know what she's taking, but she has way more energy than me.
Bottle that, Megan.
Is she still in here? Like, she's probably ripping apart her house. Oh yeah, she's still in here. I don't know what she means. Plan is another good app for that. Oh, to see the posts in your feed, maybe. That was it, probably. Yeah. Okay, well, I have to go.
Yes, and this one needs to pee.
Thank you, guys.
Bye.
Thanks so much.
Have a good day.
Thanks, Ashtyn.
Bye, puppy.
Bye.